Hi, it's Alicia, and I'm here to talk you through how to create this layout that I made for the Uniquely Creative kit for the month of July. This layout has a mixed media feel, and I'm going to talk you through the exact steps so that you can create it at home. The first step is to cut Rosa to 12 by 8.5 inches. This is going to form the top part of the layout. Next, cut Fuchsia Reverse to 12 by 1 inch and then Pomegranate to 12 by 1 inch. So you've got two strips that are going to be coming down underneath. Attach Pomegranate 3 inches up from the bottom of your white 12 by 12 cardstock and layer Fuchsia Reverse on top. Fold back the edges of the strips to create texture. When adhering them, only adhere with one row of double-sided tape so that you can actually pull those edges back up. Layer the Rosa on the top, and that creates the background for the layout. We're going to mat the photo with Fuchsia Reverse. I'm using a 6x4 portrait photograph. Adhere some foam tape to your photo and then layer it onto your matte page. We're going to be using this beautiful die. I'm going to cut some of these leaves from the Fuchsia Reverse paper using the die cut. And then with the smaller leaf die, we're going to cut them from the raspberry paper. I think I cut about 6 leaves from each paper so that I had plenty of leaves to work with. I've chosen the title Happy Together, and that has come from the collectibles. And I'm thinking to have some leaves at the top of the photo and some leaves at the bottom of the photo. I cut 2 tabs from the cut apart sheet. One says Happy Days and the other says Adorable. And I just glue those onto the mat for the photo with some liquid glue so that I take my time getting them straight and getting them in the position that I wanted. I wanted to use the misting spray on the background, so I just used a paintbrush and dipped it directly into the bottle and painted it straight onto the background of the layout. It has a sort of rustic look to it. The paintbrush that I used was very dry and bristly, and then I just sprinkled some of that misting spray over the top. I really loved these stamps, and especially this Dotty stamp. It was really fun to use, and using the stamps created a bit more of a mixed media feel to the layout. I wanted the stamps to sort of peek out from behind the photograph. I chose the title Happy Together, but you could choose whatever suits your photograph. And then I'm up to stamping some flowers with black ink, and you could choose wherever you wanted to stamp. Again, I wanted mine to be poking out from behind the photograph. These little flowers were really cute. The next step is to cut some layers from raspberry to layer behind the photograph. If you have scraps left over from other papers, you could easily use those scraps. This was the first layout that I created with the kit, so I had no scraps that I could use yet. There's no real secret to putting these layers behind the photo. I just put some at the top and some at the side, and I tried to make them look different to each other. There's one going in at the bottom. It's just to create the look of some layered papers behind the photo, and this matches in with the tags at the top. I then decided to ink the edges, which would have been easier to do before I glued them all together. Then I glued my photograph and all the layers down onto the base page. And then I attached my title with some liquid glue. Took me a little while to get the position of my title correct. And once I had that in place, I was ready then to do the main part of embellishing for the layout. So I've got 3 of the black leaves down the bottom, and I think I add in a little grey leaf as well. And then I put another black leaf up the top with some leaves from the collectibles and a grey die cut leaf. And then I just played around with adding in some flowers and a love heart from the collectibles and some more little die cuts to embellish and decorate the layout. And then once I was happy with the position, then I began to glue them all down. Inside the kit there was those cute little glass domes. I loved using those on all of my layouts for this kit. So I positioned those little glass domes where I thought they looked pretty, close to other things, not out on their own in, the middle of the page, but just sort of close to a layer or close to a collectible. And then I just glued those down. I then decided I wanted a couple of little sticker strips underneath my layers down the bottom there, and one at the top, a couple at the top, and these were kind of in a diagonal line. And then finally I sprinkle with a little bit of misting spray on those white flowers there to give them a pop of colour. And that's the layout. I hope you enjoy creating it at home. Make sure you subscribe to the Uniquely Creative YouTube channel. There are many wonderful videos that will take you through step by step exactly how to make the layouts in the kit. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely crafty day.